Yeah, so I was saying that we went to Malvern, Philadelphia. I gave a nice talk. It was very nice. We thought since we are already in US, let's go to New York and see the city. So we went there. And in New York, there was New York Marathon was going on, so it was quite crowded. When we went to hotel, and our room was not ready. So we were waiting in the lobby, and they said, okay, it's a breakfast time, you go and have breakfast. So we went for the breakfast. Me, my daughter was there. My husband, he took his plate. And my daughter was 3 or 4 years old that time. So I went there, and I was taking things in my plate, the food items. My daughter, she came and she pulled my dress. Amma, can you give me bread? One more bread, I like it. So I opened the cabinet, the transparent cabinet of bread, and I took one bread and gave her. The non-brown lady who was in front of me, who was ahead of me, she looked at me, took a tong. This was her expression. And this is what the microaggression is all about. Very subtle way of hurting somebody, which is difficult to even articulate what exactly has happened. It's something like killing somebody with 1,000 paper cuts. And that's what we face every day. Has any one of you have faced this kind of aggression, which it's difficult? You feel you felt hurt. You feel that somebody has tried to put you down, but you don't know how to articulate it. You don't know how to talk about it. In 1970, at Harvard University, Dr. Pierce, he coined this term microaggression. Initially, when this term was coined, it was used for the black people, the insult and the aggression which black people face by non-black people. But later in 1976, it was broadly used for many other reasons, for the sexuality, for the gender, for the different religions, for anybody who is being insulted in a very subtle way. It is used, and every day I have like hundreds of stories which I have faced and I don't know how to talk about it until I started studying about microaggression. And it starts with very simple. Indian names are so difficult to pronounce. Is your skin brown like this, or do you get the suntan done? You are too good for being black. All these kind of things, like I have written something like Indian names are too difficult to pronounce. Are you pregnant? One day I was entering a lift and one lady stopped me and said, oh, are you pregnant? I said, no, I'm fat. I have the right to be fat, come on, I don't have to be pregnant all the time. So these are kind of things that ladies are not supposed to be fat. Either they have to be pregnant or they have to be slim. There is something in between also. But these are questions, these kind of questions I have seen a lot. And this is all microaggression. Why it is important to talk about it? Because I don't want anybody to be in a situation like me. I knew something is hurting me, but I don't know what exactly is there, how to articulate it. And these are some of the ways, criticizing the way they look, criticizing the way they talk, criticizing their names, all these things are microaggression.